and welcome to the first edition of David's Golf Tips. Okay, so you've received this video as being part of my exclusive VIP database. Okay, we're doing a monthly report every month where I'll talk about prominent golfers, I'll talk about ways to train like a professional, and I'll also talk about my own philosophies in the golf swing. Okay, so what I'm going to focus on today with this video is the classic over-the-top move. Okay, now the over-the-top move is caused by two different faults. Now one of the main ones is an overactive upper half, okay, and the other one is just a swing path fault. Okay, now the first one I'm going to address is the overactive upper half. Okay, so the overactive upper half is very common for most beginner players and a lot of amateur players as well. Okay, it's very common that because the upper half is attached to the club, we want to actually use the upper half a little bit too much, okay, and not use our legs to drive through the shot. Instead, we tend to use our upper half too much. Okay, so what I'm going to show you first is the classic over-the-top move. Okay, so alright, so once I'm set up, okay, I take this club to the top of the backswing. Okay, so the club's over the shoulder. The first move for the over-the-top move is the upper half starting first on the downswing and the club moving away from the body and travelling through on an in path on the way through the shot. Okay, so if we imagine a clock face, for example. Okay, imagine a clock face. Okay, so my intended line is 12 o'clock. Okay, so I want to hit this down 12 o'clock. Alright, so for an over-the-top move, that's when the upper half starts first on the way down. Most commonly the upper half will start first. Okay, it can also be that bad swing path by itself. But let's just assume now you've got the swing path fault and the overactive upper half. So once you take the club to the top of the backswing, upper half goes first, the club goes away from the body, and on the way through, it's coming through on an in path, okay, and it's heading out toward 10 o'clock. Okay, so that's the over-the-top move. Okay, so once again, club goes to the top of the backswing, club moves further away from the body, okay, and we come through on an in path out toward 10 o'clock. Okay, so the biggest reason for this is, like I said before, is an overactive upper half. Okay, so just to explain to you, just on this angle, okay, so you watch here. Alright, so take the club to the top of the backswing. Now the first movement down, when you have an overactive upper half, is the left shoulder and the upper half going first, okay, and not the left hip. When you've seen on the video, if you've had a lesson off me before, which most often you would have, I would have pointed out to you, if you have this problem, that when you come down, the left shoulder and the upper half will want to go first on the downswing, okay, and the left hip stays where it is. So it's coming through, the up has gone right through the shot, very little leg movement, okay, and you've come through and typically a big pull slice. Okay, pull being the ball starts left of your intended target instead of straight down the line. So you often see, because the legs haven't moved, the upper half going first, the legs are being very passive, cutting across the ball and getting that weak left to right shot. Okay, so that's an overactive upper half on this angle. Okay, so what we want to do first, number one, to cure this, is we want to obviously use our legs more. Okay, and when we use our legs more, this will generally help with our swing path as well. But we really need to address this first.